Look younger, feel younger, hang on to your youth.
Sounds great.
You can't turn on the TV, open a magazine, or log on to the internet without getting bombarded by the latest anti-aging gadget.
One Rhode Island doctor says he has found the key to staying young. ABC6 reporter Shannon O'Brien has more of this so-called fountain of youth.
It's the eternal quest, the search for the fountain of youth. 11,000 people each day turn 50 years old, and 50% of the population is over 50. Try as we might, no one can escape getting old.
It's like the cycle of a leaf. You know, they initially bloom, they're beautiful, and then they shrivel away and disappear.
So are you calling older women shrivelly?
No, far from it. I don't want to get into trouble.
Dr. Okusanidoro is one of a few doctors in Rhode Island who specializes in anti-aging medicine. He says the key to aging, or not, is hormones.
It's normal for the hormones to decline,
right?
Because nature, as we all know, is very selfish. Its primary desire is for the species to continue, is for procreation to take place. So once it has achieved that goal, it literally pulls the plug.
In some women, hormone levels start to change as young as 30 years old. In men, 25. And once that plug is pulled, it can have a devastating effect on a person's quality of life.
At this time last year, I had been suffering from terrible symptoms of like hot flashes. I was having extreme fatigue, inability to lose weight. I had gained about 25 pounds.
When Pam Shear began suffering from the symptoms of menopause, she went to her gynecologist for help.
She basically said that it was part of the aging process and that I had to just kind of deal with it. But at 54 years young, I wasn't about to accept that answer.
Yeah. When she found Dr. Idoro,
it's been like a miracle for me.
That miracle? Bioidentical hormones.
The reason that we call it bioidentical is because the substance is exactly the way that it occurs naturally in the body.
Pharmaceutical companies have been pumping out synthetic hormones since the 1960s. Since then, there has been great controversy about their safety. Studies show that these can cause cancer in both men and women. Now, the pharmaceutical companies say that they alter these to improve absorption. However, industry insiders say it's something much more sinister.
When it comes down to the hormones, a lot of the motivation as to why there's so many synthetic products out there was around patentability.
Money.
Money, yes.
Pharmaceutical companies cannot patent naturally occurring substances, so they alter them. Dave Hughes is a pharmacist at Phusion Rx in Coventry who makes bioidentical hormone medication.
With today's technology, we're able to customize dosages for patients, really bring back their hormones in their natural state as they occur in the body to the levels that they would normally be in a patient that may be younger.
I feel better now than I did 30 years ago.
Lori Murphy says since starting the bioidentical hormone therapy, it's as if a fog has been lifted.
So you were actually on a thyroid medication?
For 30 years.
30 years.
For hypothyroid. And I never lost, if anything, I put on weight.
Yeah.
I never had any energy. I always felt like I had about a third less energy than everybody else my age.
What has this meant to your life?
I got my life back. I mean, I feel like a different person. I come here and I want to kiss them.
The drugs are mixed with lotion.
So say we had 30 milligrams of progesterone per ml, it would simply be 4 clicks. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And applied to the skin.
We wouldn't apply hormones usually to the top of the hand. We'll do it on the back of the arm or the inner thigh or the abdomen.
I'm not kidding. My husband goes after that.
Yep.
Making the medication is expensive and time-consuming.
After I mix the hormones or any drug into here, this is called an ointment mill. So I mill it through here, which mixes the drug and it reduces the particle size of the drug so it gets absorbed better into the skin.
Hughes says this method is safer than taking a pill because it bypasses the liver, cutting down on complications such as blood clots. So is this the fountain of youth?
Well, I wouldn't say it's necessarily the fountain of youth, Ponce de Leon, per se, but, I would say it certainly helps a lot of people feel better, and it's something to potentially consider in most patients.
After being on those creams for about 2 weeks, I would say, I began to have my life back. I started back into the gym. I lost 4 pant sizes. I was sleeping better, and honestly, I have the energy to enjoy my family, my career, and my personal life a lot more than I ever have before.
Although bioidentical hormones are shown to be a safer alternative to traditional synthetic hormone replacement, there are risks with any sort of medication, so be sure to check with your doctor before starting this or any sort of therapy. In Coventry, Shannon O'Brien, ABC 6 News.